gonna take. Yogurt. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Faisal?
Abid's microphone.
Good.
A quick update from Maulana Irfan Saab, who's mashallah organised this Tunisian trip for us 2025.
Disorganized.
No, mashallah, he's organised it very well. Mashallah, so far so good. And Irfan bhai?
So far. Today is Tunis, the capital. A mix of a little bit of sightseeing, archaeological sites, historic sites, Islamic sites, and we've got a local guide as well that hopefully should be able to show us around quickly, efficiently. It should be good. A lot of history, Ottoman history, Islamic history, Carthaginian history. So you've got almost 6 empires that cross that part of the world. So should see bits of everything. Just a taster session.
So we've travelled from Sousse on the coach to Tunis, 3-hour drive. Look at these little birds. Look at these guys, man. All right, okay. MashaAllah, it's all about love and muhabbat in it, isn't it?
And that's Market Square.
So this monument behind me, what is it? What is
This, we call it the memorial. Actually, yeah, it is for the Tunisian flag because the earlier morning at 7 o'clock, Tunisian soldier came from the ministry and just for to put the flag, and at 5 p.m. they did the same. The flag should be back to the ministry on defense ministry, right? The Tunisian flag is actually looking similar to the Turkish one. And a lot of people, they thought, but because we are anyway part of the Ottoman Empire, they thought that Tunisian flag is copied from the Turkish one, but it's not at all true, because Tunisian flag is older than the Turkish one. Tunisian flag should be the 11th older flag in the world. It was created in 1829, sorry, and officially the flag of the Regents or Kingdom of Tunisia in 1831.
this building behind us?
This is the memorial and the cenotaph, call it. Cenotaph, actually cenotaph means empty tomb. Nobody is buried there, but is a memorial for Farhat Hashad, who is the leader of Tunisian laborers or workers. And he was actually leader of the movement against the French occupation, assassinated by a terrorist French group called the Red Hand. They did the dirty job for the French government, you know, to eliminate all people asking for independence in that time. And Farhat Hashad, he was killed in the southern suburb of Tunis, in Rades, in 1952, 4 years before the independence. This is the finance ministry. Prime ministry, finance ministry, the hospital of Aziza Othmana right there with the white dome. The green dome is the turba. Turba means a tomb. Laz. Laz is originally from Turkey.
Which is the Prime Minister's office, sorry?
Yeah?
No, what were you saying? These buildings are?
This is finance ministry.
Finance Ministry.
Finance ministry and prime ministry right there. And religious affair ministry is next there. Because here we are in the highest area of the Medina. The Medina is occupying a small hill, 48 meter high. And here we are just going now intramuros. Should be some doors in here or gates of the Medina.
Okay, so here, there were gates here, were there?
Yeah, not here, but maybe like 300 meters that way. It was the oldest gate was called Orta Gate or Arta Gate.
Right.
The name of Arab general of the armies. His name is Arta bin Bishr, and they opened the gate in the walls of the Medina in his name. But the gate nowadays disappeared since the 12th century AD, and they built another gate called Bab al-Manara. Bab means gate, and al-Manara the lantern. Okay, so Bab al Manara, now the street exists, but not the gate.
So I didn't get your name. What's your name, brother?
Yazid.
Yazid. So this is Brother Yazid, our guide in Tunisia today.
Good. So we keep moving this way to go. We just first of all starting with the residential area, right?
Okay.
Where people still live now in their houses and no souks.
So there's three door knockers, isn't there?
Yeah. Sorry. The beautiful doors of the Medina. So we're talking about gates and doors. And in Arabic language we say bab. But we have gates, means the doors of the Medina and the walls. As I told you, 2 walls and 17 doors. And for the houses we have different doors and different colors of the doors. Each color has a meaning, all right? And we have interpretation. I'm not to confirm, I'm not historian, I'm not an architecture, neither I'm not archaeologist, but I'm explaining some informations we got from books about the colors. So we have the most traditional color should be the yellow color in the Medina of Tunis. We have some door are painted on blue color. Green, red and green, some doors. We have already brown, white. So some historians explain the fact to choose the color belongs to the work or the job of the owner of the house. Is in a public function, for example, is one color, in military function one color, artisan another color. Some explain in this way. But we are sure about the traditional color, so the yellow one. Green, 95% of doors nowadays in Medina with green color should be a religious monument. A mosque can be a madrasa or a mausoleum, a saint, right? Green and red, no doubt. This is a hammam, bath, Turkish bath. Well, we say Turkish bath, but it's a hammam, right? And the blue, for some people explain the blue is the color chosen by the Jew people. The Jews, they prefer to be distinguished in Medina. That's why they have used the blue color. But we have a lot of Muslim families also inside the Medina. They use a blue color. Probably is like a fashion since the 19th century or beginning of 20th century, right? So let's move to the next door and explain more about the huge and big history. Why the door should be like very simple? In that time it was time of conquering, and rich people, they never do a big door and something very fancy and luxurious to be scary, to be invaded. And the enemies, they know the houses of rich people, they do just simple doors like this. From doors from 19th and 18th century like that one should be big and fancy because it's time of peace and Medina of Tunis become like a very peaceful area, right? So it was a big Muradi dynasty living in here, and the aunt of the Muradi dynasty took on 1702. So we see Dar Ramadan Bey actually, and Murad III. He is the last Bey of the Muradi dynasty. Even this small square is called Ramadan Bey. He ruled Ramadan Bey from 1696 to 1699, and Murad III, we call him the crazy king, is unfortunately ruled when he was like just 18 years old, very young. He killed his own uncle after a battle and took the power. Tunisian people, they were very happy because they thought they are like Ramadan Bey at the beginning he was a good king, but the second, third year he was like a disaster for Tunisia. That third became like a psychopathic. When he ruled in here, he started killing people just for fun and doing a lot of things, like horrible things to people of Medina of Tunis. So after a battle in Algeria, in Constantine, he's back to Tunisia. Yeah, the madrasa of Bir Lahjar. This is back to the 19th century AD. This Bey, Ali Bey, built 4 madrasas in the Medina of Tunis, but still used it till 1956. As Bourguiba then, to modernize the scholarship system, decided to close this madrasa and use it for other purpose, like cultural spaces, for example. And this is the case of madrasa. You can see the architecture is very simple, looking exactly like the shape or the architecture of a mosque, mausoleum, or a house. Just one special thing here, you have different small rooms because the kids, they actually live in here, studying. The praying yard is the school or also is the classroom, right? They study there, they pray. And you have this beautiful arch, black and white. We in here, North Africa, we say Andalusian arch. You go to Spain, they say Islamic arch. But we have mosaic back to the 3rd century AD in Bardo Museum in Tunisia, depicting, which call it in archaeology or in Latin word, domus rustica, house of countryside, from Tunisian countryside. And the house get the same arch, back to Roman time, I mean 3rd century AD. So this is older than Andalusian or Islamic time. This is probably is Roman or Carthaginian, something like that, but used it then in Spain when the Arabs from North Africa invaded the territory. So we have the restroom in this way. You can go to the corridor there, use the restroom, and then we meet here, okay? We'll give you like 10 minutes, okay, Arfan? Century AD. He traveled to Morocco and then Sidi Ibrahim al-Riyah, the mausoleum of Sidi Ibrahim al-Riyah. Yeah. And Sidi Ibrahim al-Riyah, he is like a reference for the Tijani school. Okay? Yeah, Tijaniya. Yeah, Tijaniya school. He actually went to Morocco. He learned about the Tijaniya movement or school, and then to teach the same, school in here. And then spread to sub-Saharan countries like Burkina Faso, Senegal, Sudan, and so on and so. Yeah, Sudan they have a lot of.
Oh, right. So
yeah, Sudan. Yeah. So,
yeah,
you can take off the shoes and go work. The tomb is right in the left side of the room. Yeah, he's buried right there. Tomb.
Oh, yeah.
The minaret is like a Maliki minaret, it's a square minaret. Yeah. This minaret actually is a new minaret built in 1892. It was a smaller one, back to the Hafsi time from the 14th century, but they demolished it and they built the new one. And this is the Zitouna Mosque, the olive tree mosque, right? Then you have on the other side the Hanafi mosque with the octagon minaret and the tower. And the small building with the pyramid on the top, green one, this is a turba, means a cemetery. So the Hanafi, they allow to bury people inside the mosque, not in the Maliki one. But this is back to the 17th century AD. And the one on Zitouna is from the 8th century AD, older. This is the heart of the Medina. We Tunisian, we do prefer the red one, okay? This is called Shashia. The Shashia work is like one of the most important market in the Medina of Tunis. So we are in the heart of. At the time of the apex of the Shashia factoring, we did produce it like 200,000 Shashia and 15,000 artisans working in Shashia. Nowadays we do produce like 10,000 to 20,000 max. Unfortunately, this industry is.
No problem.
Okay, we are going to. بأخير نحول شفته انا نسيس روحي الحق
عادي توفق 5 سنين 10
هذا صغير عادي
This is actually one of the tools of the mosque. The mosque is and tools are around. We are in the perfumer market. and history of the mosque, second oldest mosque in North Africa, I mean Tunisia, Africa in that time, called it so by the Romans, and call it Az-Zitouna Mosque. It belongs to the traditional oral history of the Medina of Tunis. Some say the Arabs, when they conquered this Medina before they reached Carthage, next years, they have established their military camp in here, and they found like an olive tree field. They cut most of the olive trees and they kept only one in the courtyard, and they built the mosque around. This is one of the theories, but it's not actually confirmed 100%. The second story, she was persecuted and killed during the Roman time, belongs to some historians, and her name was Saint Olive. Yeah, she's from Italy, Saint Olive. When the Arabs invaded the Medina, Hassan ibn Nu'man, the leader of the army, met the bishop or the cardinal of the Medina of Tunis, a Christian, in his monasterium, and asked him what is the best place to build a place for the Muslims to pray in it. He said, okay, we know the chapel. There is every night we have a kind of light going to the sky, and probably is the saint area, unholy sacred area. You can use this area and build a mosque. So when they built the mosque, they didn't call it Saint Olive because she's a Christian, and they call it the Olive Tree Mosque, Az-Zaytuna Mosque. But just some oral stories and history, as I told you, nothing wrote on books. We don't have an idea about for what reason the Arab they call it the Zaytuna Mosque. But this is the main mosque in this Medina. Here, for example, we have this monument right here. It was the old sarcophagus, old coffin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see inside. They use it as a pool to collect water then. But originally is a coffin, probably belongs to the design is from Roman or Christian, Paleo-Christian era. We know because we have a huge collection of coffins and sarcophagus back to the old time and looking exactly like this one. So now, to move to Habib Bourguiba Avenue, the French Quarter, we keep moving straight through the street called Az-Zitouna Street. After the independence, during the French.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. سلامة سلامة تونسيا مرحبا من باكستان. Is it rolling?
Yes, rolling.
Tunis.
Anybody's phone? Take mine. Now, while we're here.
Cactus fruit. Cactus fruit. Any good for you?
Yeah, it's very good for you.
Really good for you.
Anybody want to try some?
Yeah, go on. Algeria, Morocco, that's the place for me. I mean, the top cheese.
It's like a subway. So instead of a foot long, we've got a 3/4 long. That costs 8.7 dinars, which is approximately £2.25p. Absolute bargain. Let's sit down and eat it now. I've got my drink. Got the drink.
Yeah, no, I just look at half-2 will get up. Cheers.
So basically it's a chicken doner in a baguette. How is it?
Nice.
Good to you?
Okay.
So you have the clock. This clock was built in 2001. is a gift from the Spanish government. Tunisia organized it in 2001, a kind of local Olympic Games in Mediterranean Sea. We call Mediterranean Games. Right?
तो ये कैसा लगा?
Alhamdulillah, ठीक है.
ठीक है, चलेगा.
बहुत मजा आया, बहुत मजा आया.
Are you gonna come again?
Yes,
Yeah. Come again?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, inshallah, why not?
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, we'd bring the family.
Yeah, very friendly people. Gaf. Welcome assalam. Have you enjoyed the day out in?
Alhamdulillah, we've enjoyed it.
We've enjoyed it.
It's been a great day. Have you enjoyed it? Have you enjoyed your day today, Gaff? Yes, I have.
We've enjoyed it very much.
Alhamdulillah.
Tunis, the capital of Tunisia. Alhamdulillah, it's been nice. And some lovely places to see, some great bazaars that the Botanies cooking up from.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Shisha.
Shisha.
We've had a beautiful day today in Tunis with the boys from Lancashire and Yorkshire. And we're going to come again,
Inshallah.
inshallah, 2026.
And now, mashallah, we're going to board the bus because everybody else is already on it.
Yeah.